Let's talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is January 30th, 2018. I messed up my thing. Hold on, I need to get my thingy here, my notes, because ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of things that happened on Raw last night. On last night's Monday Night Raw, we had Shane McMahon talking about the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match. All the great legends and future stars that came from NXT came there. But, ladies and gentlemen, there is one person to talk about. The winner of the Royal Rumble is Asuka. So we talk about, she called out Asuka. Asuka said a whole bunch of Chinese words. I'm sorry, but I don't understand what she just said. But she said, I'm going to WrestleMania. But she does have the choice of a champion, Charlotte or Alexa Bliss. But she has to wait. She should wait because at the Elimination Chamber next month, Alexa Bliss will defend her title in the first ever Women's Elimination Chamber. There's a lot of first ever for the women's. It's awesome to see. We've seen the first ever Hell in a Cell, first ever Iron Woman match at NXT, first ever Money in the Bank, first ever Royal Rumble. It's pretty awesome. There's no announcement who's going to be in the match yet. They didn't have no qualified matches, but there was qualified matches for the Elimination Chamber match to see who will be versing Brock Lesnar, because Shinsuke chose AJ Styles, but who's going to be versing Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. But to interrupt Asuka, we saw the Boss, Sasha Banks. I still don't know if she turned heel, but because she says she's ready for Asuka, because Asuka says nobody's ready for Asuka, but Shane McMahon made it official that it will be the Boss versus Asuka on Raw. Alright, so there we go with that. And then the first qualified match to see who will be in the Elimination Chamber match, we had Braun Strowman versus Kane in a shortest last man standing match. They fought, and then they went outside of the ring and to the audience, and Braun Strowman threw the whole stage with the announce table. It's a stage, and flipped it right onto Kane, and it ended. Braun Strowman is at the Elimination Chamber. That was crazy. Crazy. And then we have Elias versus Woken Matt Hardy. It was an okay match. It was okay. Not pretty good, but it was okay. It was okay. Okay, guys? But the winner of that match, because of Bray Wyatt's interruption, Elias is going to the Elimination Chamber. But if Elias wins the Elimination Chamber match, he's going to get killed by Brock Lesnar. But there's rumors. I will tell you my rumors, okay? I will tell you who I think if this guy is coming to WWE. Because if you guys see it on internet, you guys might see it as well. I see it on internet before I make sure it's on the internet before I tell you what I think, because I might get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. So, and then we had, we had two championship matches. Let's see what we have here. We had two championship matches. A rematch clause between Roman Reigns versus The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. It was okay, like the other one at Raw 25. But The Miz Siraj got involved again, and they ran away because Roman had the chair. Roman got some momentum, but Miz Siraj came again, and it rolled up 1, 2, 3. The Miz is still your Intercontinental Champion. Roman was the last Shield member to lose. No, he was the first Shield member to lose their titles, because Seth Rollins lost his at the Royal Rumble, and he lost his at Raw 25. And then we have a brilliant women's match between Asuka and Sasha Banks. One of the greatest women's matches we ever seen. We saw knee strikes. We saw bad spills out of the ring. Sasha Banks was going to do a suicide dive out of the ring, but Asuka kicked her right in the skull, and she landed on her chest, right onto the apron, and she looked like she was dead. She looked like she was dead or really hurt. But it didn't end there. Asuka tried to do her hip toss, her hip move, whatever you call it, and she hits people with her butt. But Sasha Banks hold the second rope down. She tumbles out of the ring. She almost got hurt. Her head almost got hit, cracked on the freaking apron. And then Sasha Banks jumped off the turnbuckle, landed her knee right in the face of Asuka. But Asuka got the Asuka lock onto Sasha Banks. Banks tried to do a million times on the Banks statement, but when Asuka did the Asuka lock, she had to tap. It's over. It's over. Asuka wins. They had to make her big because she's going to WrestleMania. Like, seriously, she wins the Royal Rumble. You think they're going to let her lose? You think they're going to let her lose? No way. No way. So we still don't know what championship she chose yet. I think she's going to wait until Elimination Chamber. See who's going to be champion on SmackDown. Will Shane and Daniel have a SmackDown Women's Championship match before the Elimination Chamber or at Fastlane, something like that? And then we had the Raw Tag Team Championships. It wasn't a rematch clause between Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins. We didn't see Seth Rollins on the show at all. It was Titus Worldwide, Titus O'Neil, and Apollo Crews versus Cesaro and Sheamus, the Bar, in a tag team match for the tag title. It was a decent tag team match. I totally thought Titus Worldwide would win him after Apollo did all his 50-doobie-doos, but Cesaro and Sheamus still gets the win. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. They didn't do it clean. They did a whole bunch of cheating ways, but they didn't win. They won. And then we had the main event to find out the last person of the evening, third spot of the Elimination Chamber, first ever. There's a lot of first evers in this match. Raw, first ever, John Cena versus Finn Balor. Everybody was booing John Cena because he is John Cena. Everybody likes to boo John Cena because he's beating up Finn Balor. Everybody wants Finn Balor to go to WrestleMania versus Brock Lesnar. But like you know, it was a decent match. It was an okay match. But the winner of that match was John Cena after a attitude adjustment off the turnbuckle. 1, 2, 3. John Cena is the third competitor in the Elimination Chamber. And I believe next week we will find out the last 3 guys. But this is my rumor, okay? Because in TNA, there's a lot of TNA guys getting off their contract of TNA and going to different places, maybe different wrestling promotions or different sports, maybe, because people, some of these wrestlers did UFC, did MMA. But there is one guy they've been talking about is Bobby Lashley. But when they say there's some guys coming to wrestling, they actually their rumors were right. They were right about EC3. They were right about Ricochet. I don't think they talked about War Machine, but they did talk about Adam Cole. All these guys that came to NXT or main roster, talking about coming to the WWE from TNA. And now they're talking about Bobby Lashley coming to WWE to versus Brock Lesnar for the title. Remember, there's 3 remaining spots of the Elimination Chamber. That's the only way to find out who's going to be versing Brock Lesnar, because there has to be a winner at the Elimination Chamber. There's no disqualifications. How are you going to do a draw? And Bobby Lashley will attack everybody, and everybody's down. Don't know, but everybody was talking about Bobby Lashley to verse Brock Lesnar for the title at WrestleMania. Don't know. I don't know if it's official, but they were right about Ronda Rousey being at the Royal Rumble. They were right about EC3 being there. So, let's see, are they right about Bobby Lashley? Let's see. Because he was at the TNA's pay-per-view, Genesis, but let's see what they do. Let's see. I want to see it. I don't know I want to see that match, but I want to see Bobby Lashley back in the WWE. The guy was so good on TNA. Let's see, can he be good on WWE again? So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my Raw results. Big things are happening. The women's elimination chamber is happening. The men's elimination chamber is happening. It's just like the same thing as Royal Rumble. There's a men's chamber. Now there's a women's chamber. Even on Money in the Bank, there was a men's Money in the Bank, and now there's a women's Money in the Bank. Oh boy, even on Hell in a Cell, men's Hell in a Cell and the women's Hell in a Cell. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I hope they do it every year. I hope with the Money in the Bank, with the Royal Rumble, and the Elimination Chamber. I want to see it. I really, really want to see it every year because it's awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, tell me what you guys think about Monday Night Raw from last night. I think it was a pretty good Raw this time. It was pretty good. There was some boring matches with Heath Slater, Rhino versus Revival. We didn't see the Cruiserweights. I guess the Cruiserweights are not part of Raw anymore because they're getting a new GM. I guess they're not part of Raw anymore. They have their own show. What happened to that, man? We want to see the Cruiserweights on Raw, but you will see them on the pay-per-views on Raw. Raw pay-per-views. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and hit that little bell icon because it helps you to be notified every time I upload a video, because I do it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, sometimes Friday, and there will be an embarrassing story. I still need to figure out one. If there's not one this Friday, it will be one next Friday. So, ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned to that. I like to talk about myself, not that kind of way, like I want to be bragging everybody. I just like to tell stories about myself. It could be embarrassing, it could be, you guys could laugh, you guys could be sad, you guys could be happy, you guys, I don't know. But you guys could do anything you want. Make sure you guys are having a happy day. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I had a great weekend watching wrestling, watching the NXT TakeOver Philadelphia, watching the Royal Rumble, and tonight, last night, watching Monday Night Raw. And tonight, I will be watching SmackDown. And that video will be coming out tomorrow. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me today. Hope you guys enjoy your day. Tyler is out and the judge.